That's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Touch pass on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. The option look. He'll pitch it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off bounds? Because they are a good one.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical trait.
And he gets taken out of bounds before getting rid of it. This will be a massive loss on the play. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and they can hit him?
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Takes it on the return. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to run it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make...
Turning it on! He's brought down the wad of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The short hands, it's Horton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He tries to take the top off. Holds it in on the left. Off to the races. The 20. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Going over the top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Off the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Fires one high and deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop.
Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the ground, it's Young. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Rolling on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lagway. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. On the option. He'll toss it. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Gets it past the marker. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Horton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking to pass, it's Beck. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lewis. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at touchdown time. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead.
These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting first and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes the grab. It's Horton. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. To the air. It's Beck. They're working that left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. He'll keep it himself. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. And the Gators buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And
breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
that's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Going to the run, it's Young. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The snap sets up the throw. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Glagway. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Gator! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Horton. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Creates a little room. Bust through behind his pad. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. They'll try to run it in. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's going to take off. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. To give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Sometimes people put too much stock in a higher-ranked team is supposed to win. Looks as if that's going to happen thanks to the passing game in this one.
Yeah, they've got weapons, and we've seen that in the early part of this season. Speed on the outside. When they've got one-on-one matchups, they take advantage of it. And they're making a statement here today, David.
Yeah, when you do it against elite competition, your ranking starts to climb. The belief starts to climb. The pressure will climb as well, but this is a good statement day for this team.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.